graph should have looked, stop it. This, and let's see, 16 was, B is great, oh no, LOL JK. It's greater than 1, is that right?
Yeah.
Greater than or equal to 1, so it should have looked like this. Or you could have even split it into half if you wanted to, or whatever.
Oh, I know why.
I did, I think, didn't I? Yes? Yes, I did.
Okay, mine was backwards because I put the 0 on the right instead of the left, but it still works because the numbers are still going up that way.
Well, it would the dot has to be to the right of the 0. Because it's 1, not -1. Yeah. Any other questions on this homework set?
32.
Number 32, he says. Number 32. This is from page 301. Okay. And it is 3 times the quantity of 2 minus b is less than 10 minus 3 times the quantity b minus 6. So we got to solve and graph. So what are we going to do? Distribute the 3 and the -3. Sounds good. Oi. Three times 2 is 6. 3 times -b is -3b. Is less than 10. -3 times b is -3b. Uh-oh, ominous. Minus 3b. -3 times -6 is
18.
positive 18. Now what?
And 3b with both sides?
Sure. Sounds fine to me. So 6 is less than 10 plus 18. Now what?
Add the 18 and 10.
Okay. So 6 is less than 28. Now what?
Graph.
Okay.
And that's the one where you do like everything?
Mm-hmm. And how do we know it's everything instead of nothing?
Because it is true.
Because it's true. 0 is in fact less than
6.
yeah, whatever I meant to say. 6 is less than 28. Yeah.
I see that. Oh.
Good. I like to hear that.
So if it's true, it's already one.
Mm-hmm.
If it's false, it's
No solution. Null set.
what is the no solution problem?
If this problem ended up being the line, it's nothing. You graph nothing.
You just put a dot.
There's not even a dot. Null set.
Can we do 36?
I bet so. So, number 36 on the same page. Is Keith has 40-pound bags of mulch in his truck that weigh a total of 3,600 pounds. His owner's manual lists the truck's capacity as at most 3,000 pounds. How many bags does Keith need to remove in order to meet the weight requirements? So we need to set up an inequality and then we need to solve it. So what should we do?
I have a question. Whenever they say 40-pound bag, is it saying there's 40 bags that are that amount?
No, each bag holds 40 pounds.
Okay. That's probably why I didn't get some right.
That might be true. I don't know. So what should we do? I already said that. Okay. So if each bag weighs 40 pounds, and let's say I had 20 bags, how much weight do I have? 800. How'd you do that? You multiply. Okay. So 40 times the number of bags
I got how many bags
has got to be less than or equal to 3,600 minus 3,000, because 3,000 is his capacity. This is how much he has. This is how much his capacity. So the in-between bit is how much he's got to get rid of. That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So to solve for B, what are we going to do?
Combine like or subtract like terms.
Right. Well, it's still combining like terms. Yeah. It's 3,600 minus 3,000 is 600.
And then divide 40 on both sides.
Sounds great to me. B has got to be less than or equal to what?
I got 7.5. Oh wait, no, it's a fraction. Okay.
That's fine. What? I don't know. What did you do?
I don't know what I did. I got how many bags you're supposed to take away, but I did that not by making. Oh, I plugged it in my calculator wrong.
So at least 15 bags. Okay, what other questions on this homework assignment?
Number 14.
Okay.
Wait, was the answer 40 or negative 40?
Negative 40.
Oh, I just confused the signs.
Okay. All right. What other questions?
Number 18. I feel like I might have gotten the wrong equation.
Maybe. Number 18 was
8 minus z over 3 is greater than or equal to 11.
okay. So now what?
Multiply times 3?
I wouldn't get rid of the multiplication division first, but you can. Well, since you asked it, let's do it. But the thing, because if that's what you did first, we might discover your error. Because we're going to multiply times -3, right?
Oh, wait. -3?
Yes.
That's probably why.
Let's multiply by 3. Let's see what happens. So we got to multiply everything by 3 first of all.
Oh, I didn't do that either.
Okay. So this would end up being 24 minus z is greater than or equal to 33.
Wait, would that be 24 minus 3z?
No, because the 3 and the threes can't. The 2 3s cancel.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
So now what should we do?
And then you have to multiply it times 11. Right?
I did that.
Oh.
So what now?
Add 24 to both sides.
What's 24 plus 24?
48.
That's not 0. We got to make it go away. What would we do instead of adding 24? What would we do?
Subtract it.
Subtract it. There you go.
And then I have negative z is greater than or equal to.
Now what?
Negative z equals 9. But then we have
It's greater than or equal to, but yes, now what?
Divide by -1.
Okay. So what's my answer? Put your calculator away. You don't need it for that.
Okay.
What's 9 divided by -1, girly?
-9.
-9. So what's my answer?
-9. Z is -9.
Not Z is not -9. That's close, but not quite. Z is what?
Oh, greater than or equal to -9.
No, what'd you forget? Something you forgot.
Oh, the flipping.
Yeah, because we did a negative. That's right. That's right.
Less than or equal to -9.
Yep.
And then the graph would be fill in the circle to the left.
Yes, it would be. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is easier, by the way, this is what I started to say at the beginning, to get rid of the addition and subtraction first. So if we would have gotten rid of the 8, we wouldn't have had to do this distribute by 3 and all that stuff.
Okay.
You can do it this way. It's easier to get rid of the addition and subtraction first, though.
Okay.
And you won't have weird fractions or weird multiplication things or whatever else if you do it that way. But you'll get the same answer either way as long as you do all the steps right. It's just harder to remember all the steps if you do it this way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. What other questions on this homework assignment do we have? We can probably take one more if we need to.
Number 20.
Number 20. Okay, number 20 says 3b minus 6 is greater than or equal to 15 plus 24b. So what could we do now?
Try to get the variables on the same side.
Sounds great. So give me something specific.
Adding 24.
24b, you mean?
Yeah, 24b.
What's 24b plus 24b? So we got to get rid of it. How we get rid of it?
Subtract it.
Subtract it. What were you going to ask something?
I thought that they're supposed to subtract it.
Gotcha. So what's 3b minus 24b?
Negative 21.
B.
B.
Now what?
Add 6 by both sides.
Add 6 to both sides. That sounds fine. It's 15 plus 6.
21.
Now what?
Divide by 21. Wait, isn't that a negative 21 right there?
It is. Watch your signs. That I was talking to myself, goober man. You trying to fight me over there? Let's go. This is my fighting stance. He's like, I can take you, man. I got it. I got this. I got my plaid jacket and everything. Negative 21. So what's my answer?
B equals negative 1.
No.
It's greater than or equal to negative.
No.
Less than
Less
or
than
equal
or
to.
equal.
Yeah, because we divided by a negative, so it flips it. Got to remember all the little bits. Step on the way.
Isn't it the other way?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was just testing you. Come on, Aiden. Okay. Let's look at the next lesson, shall we? Shall we? Yep, we knew that. That's why they're coming over for the Super Bowl.
Who is?
Jonathan and Shauna. Because Jonathan and I are going to react to the trailer. Hopefully the trailer drops earlier in the day.
Trailer for the Super Bowl?
No, trailer for Rings of Power. It's Amazon's Lord of the Rings show that is premiering September 2nd of this year. We just finally got where are now finally releasing content. I think they were waiting for Wheel of Time to milk as much of it as milk as much as it could, and now they're releasing Lord of the Rings content finally. It's about bloody time. That's what I have to say about it. What is this? What is this class? Algebra 1? Is that where I'm saving this? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he would have said a lot more things. Blood and bloody ashes. The actor that plays Uno on the show, he has been using a lot of in-universe cursing, not like real curse words, but like in-universe curses in his Twitter feed and putting a lot of stuff out. It's been quite funny, actually. Been pretty funny. I like sci-fi fantasy euphemisms. They're fun. My favorite is from Farscape. Trell! Because it just sounds stupid. I don't know. Mass Effect had some good ones too. What is this? What did we talk about? Lesson 3 continued. Sure. What the heck ever. Sounds great. Okay. Okie smoky dokey. Let us leave. I was thinking about restarting that series the other day.
Aaron almost done it.
Again, like the rewatching it or something?
Yeah, I've never actually rewatched it.
What do you mean you've never actually rewatched?
Before this, I've never done it.
Like parts of it?
Yeah.
Is that because you've been listening to or not listening to, but reading the comics?
Yeah, I still not done it. You scared me because I couldn't find it, and then I went downstairs and it was sitting right there.
Still one of the best TV shows of all time, easily. Easily, in my opinion. Lesson 4. Y'all don't even know what we're talking about, do you? No? It's a shame. Because it's a good one. It's a good one. Compound inequalities. Okay. I'm fighting. Let's go. Dolly Parton sings that song? Why not? How good are you? Aiden, are you tired today? You seem tired today. Okay. It's really just a yes or no question, but that's all right. Okay. Solve and graph. Examples. Numero uno. -2 is less than or equal to x minus 3 is less than 4.
Three or two equal signs.
Exactly. It has 2 equal signs, and that's exactly what we do with it. So we look at what's attached, how's it attached, and we do the opposite to get rid of it. So what's attached to the x?
The -3.
The -3. How do we get rid of that?
Add 3.
Add it. So we're going to add 3, but instead of adding it to both sides, we're going to add it to all 3 sides. So +3, and then +3, and then +3. Those cancel. So what's -2 plus 3?
-1. No,
+1. +1 is less than or equal to x is less than 7. Now we got to graph the thing. So x is greater than 1 but less than 7, right?
Yeah, so we're going to connect to.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. 6, 7. So x is greater than 1, so there's 1. Label my 1 and label my 7. It's greater than or equal to 1, so this one's going to be a filled in circle. And it's less than 7. So an open circle. So greater than 1 and less than 7. So we're going to shade in between them. Does that make sense?
So you're just going to shade in between the two dots to connect them?
That's right. Really not hard. Just wait. No, just kidding. All right, let's give you 2 GPs. This way. You got this. GP 1A. is y is less, or excuse me, not less than, minus 3 is greater than or equal to negative 11 and y minus 3 is less than or equal to negative 8, and GP1B is 6 is less than or equal to R plus 7 is less than 10. Go.
On the first one.
Oh, so
There are the examples for the GPs. Those are what we should have got. What questions do we have on those?
I thought you meant graph A and B together, so that's what I did.
So you ended up shading everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, both conditions have to be true at once. So it has to be greater than or equal to negative 8 and less than or equal to negative 5. So so the solution to this is where both of those statements are true at the same time. If we said or, your graph would have been right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
How is 6 minus 7 negative? For 1B.
Signs are different. We add and we subtract and keep the sign in the bigger one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, we're going to do a word problem example. The human ear can only detect the sound between the frequencies of 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz. Write and graph a compound inequality that describes the frequency of sounds humans can not hear. What?
Are we doing this on our own? Or?
No, we're gonna do it together.
Okay. Well, less than 20. Less than 20 hertz and greater than 20,000.
True. Now, so let's write those separately, and then we can see if we can write it as a complete compound inequality. Okay, so we'll say hearing is less than or equal to 20 hertz, and hearing greater than 20,000 hertz. Okay, so we're going to see if we can smash this together into a single compound inequality. So H is going to go in the middle, right? We always put the smaller number on the left and the bigger number on the right. So we're going to put 20 over here, and then we're going to put 20,000 over here. Now we basically got to get, in the old alligator eats the bigger number, we got to make sure that they point the right way, the correct way. So the alligator's eating the H on this side, so it's got to be this way. Right? It's eating the 20 on this side, so it's got to be that way. Does that make sense? Understand how we got this? This is the first part of the right answer. Then we're going to graph the thing after that. Okay. That would be a terrible idea, wouldn't it? Okay. I'm going to grab us a ruler. How about we go by 5 thousandths? How's that sound?
What about the 20?
Well, it's just going to be a number really, really close to 0 at that scale. Okay. So I'm going to put a 0 over here, and then I'm going to go 5,000, 10,000,
Just put K.
15,000, 20,000. Yes, you can. So this would be 5K. This would be 10K. And this would be 20K. Right? Okay. So now we got to figure out what our bubbles are going to look like. So we're going to have a filled in or filled in circles or open circles or both.
Filled in.
Filled in circles. Now the H is less than 20. So it goes this way. Right? And it's greater than 20,000, so it goes this way.
You don't connect the dots. You go puzzle.
That's right. And so that, damas y caballeros, is your answer to that problem. Any questions on that problem?
Have you watched the Book of Boba Fett?
I haven't watched yesterday's episode, but up until that I have watched. I have quite enjoyed it more than a lot of people. I don't understand some of the complaints. And you know what's really stupid about half the complaints about the Book of Boba Fett is they contradict each other themselves. Because at first they're like, "Oh man, this is terrible. We don't have cool action from Boba Fett, and we don't have the Mandalorian." And then later, when we have Mando and Ahsoka, "Oh man, this is dumb. We've got Mando and Ahsoka in the Book of Boba Fett." Pick what you want. People are stupid, and they just like to complain about stuff. That's the true story there. Okay. Okay, so let's do another example. Negative 2m. I did restart the thing, didn't I? Yes, I did. Good. Negative 2m plus 7 is less than or equal to 13. Or, which is a different word than and, isn't it? Or 5m plus 12 is greater than 37. We'll solve those and graph them. So we're going to solve them separate. So to solve this first one, what are we going to do? Subtract 7. Sounds good. Bring down our negative 2m is less than or equal to, what's 13 minus 7?
6.
It is 6. Now what are we going to do? Divide by negative 2.
And the sign's gonna flip.
Good Lord.
Then we get m is greater than or equal to -3.
Actually, 3 is negative, but about negative.
Yeah, negative 2 divided by negative 2. So we end up with m what?
Equals greater than
-3.
Greater than or equal to negative 3. This part, so or.
Well, add 12. No, subtract 12 both sides.
-37 minus 12.
25.
And then we divide by 5. And end up with m.
Greater than 5.
Then we're going to graph the thing. So for the first one, put a 0. 1, 2, 3, positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the first one, it's greater than negative 3 or equal to. So this gets filled in.
I'm going to use a different color than 5.
That's what I'm going to do.
So you shade it all the way to the end, not just to the 5.
This one is less than 5. Now, it says or, so either or can be true, right? Which means that the solution set for this problem is... Oh, you're right. You're right. My bad. I'll fix that here. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're yelling at me, child.
I'm not yelling.
The solution then, what I was saying, is filled in circle here and shaded everything to the right of it. Because it says or. So if either one is true. Not really. The second graph, the black one, is the answer. This one here is the notes for why it works out that way because of this word.
Oh. So the second one is just all shaded.
The second one is the answer. That's the real answer for this graph because of the word or.
So if you put a dot,
No, because it would include the 5 as well now. Because of or. Because the or means if it comes out true for either one of these, then it's a true answer. We talked about ands and ors a long time ago, I think, didn't we?
No.
Maybe I'm thinking of geometry.
So with this or, you just do.
Put both together.
Okay, so
through. $32 evens. It's gonna be okay. You have the whole weekend. Yes, it's really okay. You rat.